This talk is intended for educational purposes only. It reflects our opinions and is based on our best judgment, but no warranty is given or implied as to their accuracy. Past performance does not guarantee future performance, and no investment or trading advice whatsoever is implied by our commentary, coverage, or charts. All right, guys, I did quickly want to share last meeting, I was talking about the Bank of America Merrill Lynch report. They were calling for that 5 to 10% Q1 correction as being a buyable dip. I think it's probably pretty safe to say we've seen that at this point. Sounds like you agree, Mario.
Yes, I think we posted in the room today that we were down like between 8 and 12%. So I was expecting the buyers to step in at these levels.
Right. So
Before the
down
market
8%.
open, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, down 8% in the Qs, SPY a little less, 3.5%, but that is largely being carried by some of the rotation that we've seen and kind of into more of the value names, out of growth into value, more of the open economy names that we've seen, cruises, airlines, theme parks, things like Disney. I did want to quickly look at VIX, just because this was not really showing us. I was talking with Mario about it before we got started.
Yeah, nobody got scared.
Right, yeah. There's not really real fear in this move here. There's no real panic that we're seeing in terms of people rushing to purchase puts and get that hedge on. And so that is pretty clear in the price action here. Additionally, if we look at a heat map, this to me, when I look at this, it just does not say fear at all.
No.
So a couple things to keep in mind. The market may look like it's getting hammered, but you got to consider the weight of some of these big tech names in the indices. And that's why, it has been heavily focused on Qs as of late. As far as SPY is concerned, we continue to hold this channel that we've seen from November, just about tested the 50 MA, which coincides with that lower channel level this morning. And now we're coming back into that prior range that we were in for about 2 weeks. So similar reference points as the last discussion. We've got the 388 here, and then I believe there's, the 393. So if we get back in it here, expecting, continued chop. As February comes to a close, as far as seasonality is concerned, doesn't look overly bullish, but it could just continue to chop. So something to keep in mind here, just in terms of seasonality. Other than that, I think the near-term low is definitely in. Personally, I am more bullish moving forward. Mario, if you want to go ahead and take it away here.
Kyle, I was checking last meeting's video, and I think my sound was a little off. So keep me posted because I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I get tired with because I wear the glasses, so I get tired with the headset, headband. But gotcha. I just put it up. So sometimes I just put it in my neck, and I assume that that's when it moves, and it doesn't sound as good. But let's just keep me posted. I'm wearing it right now, so making sure that we get the best.
Yeah, it sounds good right now.
Okay, perfect. So here's the cues, guys, and let me start by going back because I did prepare something right here for you guys. So I think it's this one right here. No, that's not it. No, it's not that one. I think it's this one right here. Okay. So last time we meet, we have cues going for seven straight up closes. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the red one right there that I have in here. So that was like 7 days. So then we said like probably gonna correct through time or through price. We started the correction through time, and then we just put a lower, like sort of a sell signal in here. You want to take it like that. Two things that to keep in mind is where we were trading at the Bollinger Bands, the top of the Bollinger Bands in the weekly chart. I think we talk about it. So let me just show it right here pretty fast. So we just get some context. So this is where we were trading, guys. So usually when we get this extended at 2, it tends to come back and test the the middle line, which is a 20 MA. That's what I use. So but he hasn't done it like in a long time, but I'm always wary of where we are. So once we start going over here into 2 ATRs, it starts getting red. I get like a little bit more cautious as far as opening longs and swing longs and everything, right? So that was one of the key levels. Then what we're going to see is how we changed, because we were coming into today morning, the open with 6 days down, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today was the gap down, which made it like the 6th day down. So we were just having this small talk prior to the actual meetup starting, the hangout starting, that I'm not one that really likes to be trading after, or not buying after 7 days up and not shorting after 7 or 6 or 5 days down, right? We got to put all of that into perspective. So that what I'm bringing to you guys is like we talk about the range. That's number 2 right here, and that's what I'm going to be showing. The range is 320 by 310. That held the last bear's reversal attempt. This is from the last meetup, right? Hangout. So here's what we got. We got the move right here, and we pretty much tested. Remember, guys, again, it's a $300, so don't call me for it didn't touch 310. I mean, it touched 312, whatever it is, 311, which is pretty much same, right? So we knew this was going to be the range that was going to be in play, right? A couple of things to keep in mind is that we got the range from this action right here that we had. We have pivots right here, but the most important thing from this range was the volume profile, right? So this is one of the tools that I use, especially when they become in play. And this is something I want to talk to you guys, like right here. This is my level right here, 312.02. So you see all of the volume coming in here. So we know we have something at 314, 312, and this is pretty much the highest volume level we had after the 292. So once we break the 310, we're in real trouble, right? We can see the 290. Now, what do we have here? We coming into 6 days down, testing the biggest volume, right? As second biggest volume into 2 Bollinger Bands or 2 standard deviations. So that gives me like some indication not to be too aggressive at the point. So that's where we are. So why am I going through all these things? Because this is one of the things we gotta ask ourselves: is this going to be the short? Is this going to be? I'm sorry. Is this going to be the bottom? Is that going to be the hammer? Is it going to be the point where we can actually use it as an anchor? I'll say yes, it's an anchor. And here's what I was looking, right? This is my trading on the 15-minute chart for the intraday, right? So we have the 330. This is the levels, guys. This is the levels we put last time. So the first one was the 330 level, and we wanted to see how we reacted when tested. Remember, I said when, because it was going to be tested. We didn't know if, but pretty much it was more a when. So we never tested. I mean, we tested for 1 day, then we gap down. Look at the difference between this gap down and what we have today. We have the big gap down with bigger than average volume. Of course, it was bigger than average volume, but we were doing like 3 million, 4 million, right? So we were going up a little bit, and that's the type of short that I like to take. And that's when I initiated some swing shorts, right, into what appeared to be a test of the 320. We got it with the gap down, and immediately this is what I like to call a flush. A flush for me is actually the moment where it's like the capitulation move. For those of you that have worked with me before know that a capitulation move usually shows me a short-term reversal. Meaning if I'm going up, that's the top for a while. And if I'm going down, that's actually the bottom. So what I was looking for is for signals of capitulation. And my signal for capitulation was this, pretty simple. I have my biggest volume right here, and it's like 4 million. You kidding me? Today, after 6 days down into support, you drop it and you're doing 8 million. Then the next one, which is the green one, has what is called also, this can be also called reversal. This is a key reversal pattern on higher than average volume. So we got even more volume. So that was the aggressiveness that I needed. So I think that's when I posted into the room, keep those longs, ride those longs, right? So that's it. We're going up 322. Now, with that said, this is my reference levels coming for the next weeks, right? So I will use today's bar as my main anchor for the daily chart, meaning I'm going to be using the 320, 321 by 310, right? First, what I want to see is a range between the 312 and 326. So this is a little modified, and I'm giving you why I'm modifying, right? This is going to be based on the volume profile. So I expect to see some support into a 312 and some trouble for the bulls at the 326. Once we clear the 326, we can start like being more aggressive as far as swings if you're not already in, right? Because we have a move. I mean, something's pretty much when what like I think Tesla bounced like 15% of the lows, and I think Apple was like 6% of the lows. So if you have that wiggle room, I mean, you're good, right? But then what we need to see is like, what if we gap up tomorrow? Are we gonna be chasing the move now? So what I really want to see based for for the market then is going to be a breakout of the 310, which will be a short. I show you to 292, so under 310 for 292 and over 330, and that should take us to at least the 338, 340. So those are like the levels that I want to be working with for the next 15 days. Keep in mind all of those things that I just told you. Like the main thing is going to be this bar. This bar is going to be my anchor. So I'm always going to be referring. I'm going to try to do what I've been doing over the last 15 days to post the levels every single day and tell you where we are regarding that. Because I know we see the red or we see the green, and we tend to forget that we have a bigger picture of some market structure. We inside the market structure, and that's what we want to be taking advantage of. Okay, so being said that, so we have the market. So let's see some marketplace. So the first one, of course, is going to be Apple. I was talking to Kyle today, and I say, well, it was actually on sale today, right? We went from 145 to 118, and this is something that, well, this is something that we wait for, actually, whenever we come and test daily point of control, which is the biggest volume in the last year, which is the amount of time that I'm starting here, right? So what we have is a test into 118. I know technically it's 115, but you see the zone is like 117. So again, don't blame me for 1 or 2%, because we don't trade like that, right? We're going for the bigger moves. This is what we do here. We're trying to plan what to do. So for Apple, it's going to be very easy. If this is the one you're going to pick as your market play, right? I want to make sure that we close over 128 if I'm thinking on holding, right? Again, 128, 134, and then we get into the same trouble we've been having with Apple, which is pretty much it hasn't done anything, right? So it's dead money. So it continues to be dead money, but we have a good opportunity today. And for some people that wanted to put some longer terms, just make sure that you get the 130 and that this is actually holding exactly the same as the market. So that's the call for Apple. I got Amazon too, which is pretty good. We just went back into, we talk about the accumulation base that we've been accumulating for 3 months. I didn't see this one fast enough this morning, because you see the level right here, 3150. That's a solid base that we've been working on Amazon like for 3 or 4 months. So that would have been sweet too. So the 3150, 3140. So what I'm seeing right here, we back over volume profile, over point of control. What I want to see is 3250, but the real trade continues to be the range, right? So unless you're long from the bottom of the range, I'm going to be very cautious on this one, unless the market starts running again. That's I see a little bit of the divergence probably forming in here. Like as far as the selling, you see the selling right here. The we keep making inside the range. We keep making like lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. I think Eduardo was talking about today a lot of stocks putting lower highs. That's pretty important, especially as far as the market structure I want to see. So I'm going to use FANG, because everybody's talking about FANG, and those are the ones that we all look. So this one, We talk about over the last seminar also that we were going to be looking at the 200 moving average. We didn't know where it was going to be. So I think what last time was like at 253, 250. Well, today we just tested, went back and did the reversal. So this was also another great trade to initiate if you wanted to, versus the level, the technical level, for a bounce with the market, right? I don't know if there's news. I know there's some news about Snap. We're going to be talking about Snap and I think Pins. I know Snap for sure has the Investors Day. So probably that's something to do with that. But anyways, for Facebook, what I want to see is I want to continue seeing the formation. This is horrible, guys. This is just so bad. I don't like it. I don't like it till we go over the 278, 280, right? Out of the market profile level, point of control. But if you initiate it today, because I know we posted, I think Kyle posted an entry today.
Correct.
I totally get it, right? It's a beautiful entry because your risk return is just great, right? The worst thing that can happen, I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to get stopped under the 200 MA. Big deal. You lost not even 3%, probably that's the stop, right? And you may be in this one for the final run that is going to take us at least 284. That's going to be the target, 280, 284. That's when it starts getting interesting. So that's Facebook. I totally get the idea. I'm long Facebook too, so shouldn't be. I mean, I'm looking at that too. So for Google is quite different because we have the gap up. I think it was on news, the earnings report. So it gapped up. And I've been waiting for it to pull back, and we have the pullback today. I didn't get this one either, but this one I want to play different because as you can see, the charts from Apple, Amazon, um, Tesla, Facebook, all of them, they've been lagging, right? It's clear. Like people are talking about rotation. Well, rotation's been going on for like 4 months that we haven't done anything pretty much on the big gap and the big caps, right? So it's been run probably in the tech industry by the EZ, by all the GameStop thing. I don't know. I don't know what's running the market, to be honest. But as far as this one's, the fangs, probably Google is the one that is actually outperforming. So this is one that I want to have in case we start going over 2100 and I want to go into some momentum scalp like swing for 2300 pretty easily. Okay, so Google 21, 23, and it has relative strength absolutely to the market. So once we now that we're done with that one, oh, we're missing the end, so which is Netflix, right? So Netflix did exactly what the market did. So we tested some level support right here in the 518 to 546. So anyways, in essence, whatever you bought between 940 today and 950 and you hold, you're sitting pretty really nice. So let's hope for that tomorrow we just gap up and we can dump some into whatever, and then we just run whatever we intend to keep as swings, right? So that's our chart of Netflix. For Netflix, we're working on this pattern. This is what I really want. So you see my alerts right there, 550, 570, right? We didn't do anything as far as those alerts. So I got it right there. Carly, 570, 550 can be aggressive. That's an aggressive. Usually moves. Once we start seeing 550, usually goes. But that's more of a scalp. The real trade will be 560, 568, 570. Once we start clearing the 570, that's when I can see the 600, 620 in Netflix, right? So let's do some Nvidia, right? Because it's reporting tomorrow. This one, I wasn't looking at it today. And basically, look at this. Look at this. Look at the support right there. Pretty clear what the line of support is, right? The 540, 540, 540 months and months and months into earnings. And we just dump it. Look at the daily point of control, how it works. Perfect, 533, and we close at 570. So needless to say, I'm not long this one. Totally missed the trade on this one. And I don't know if you guys, some of you do the running to earnings. Well, that's all up to you, but I'm just gonna watch. What do I want to see on this one? I want to see if for some reason earnings are bad and we start testing below 533, because now we know that it's support, right? 533. So 525, 530 it will be my support. And then if we gap up and we go over 615, so I want to see new highs on NVIDIA or breaking 525 with like for real, not like today, just testing support. So this was I wish I should have seen. I wish I was more focused on this one too. So yeah, Nvidia, I really wanted it because I think the comment for last meeting is we need to be on Nvidia basically into 650 700. So that's what I want to see. 600 650 700 as a target. So 615 ideally is not going to just gap up and leave us behind. So let's see if we can get some out of the Nvidia. I know you guys are on AMD. AMD here, this one's hard because when you see the chart of Nvidia, you can see the accumulation is pretty clear right here. Now people are willing to pay up, right? So, you see accumulation for 3 months, people are willing to pay up. Whenever we drop, people just step up and just bought it back, right? Now, when I go to AMD, and I know we have a target like at 99, 100. Yes, this could be support, but what I see is like people every time. I mean, the main volume, the volume profile is just showing me the value is dropping. So people are not paying up for this thing. So what I want to see is like for the big trade again. For the big trade, I still got my entry at 93.74. Again, if you're playing this support play right here, I totally get it. That should be okay. So target one, if you're into this one, 85, you can go for 10%, right? 89, that's 5 points. That's like little over 5%, I think it is. So that could be something. So AMD, not my favorite, but I keep it on my radar, right? Just because of what I explained as far as the longer term charts. Now, MU has a little bit more of a trend. We can see here that is being continued being accumulated at higher prices, meaning value. Value is moving up. So what I want to say is like this should be just a daily buy setup. The typical pullback that I buy. So you can buy 90 if you're aggressive. You can buy 91.50. So MU stays as pretty much as a trend play. I'm gonna call it trend play because I'm not sure like at this point how much momentum it has because I'm far from the base, so I don't know how much fire is going to catch. But if we see it, we can probably do a trend play over 91.50 for targets in the 96 target one. So that's MU. What else we have as far as semis? Let me see. We got last time we talked about Intel and AMAT. Let me see what those are doing. So Intel. Um, uh, this is interesting because what we have was like Intel was underperforming for sure, and I think it was kind of a reversal right here. We started a reversal. So what we've seen over the last month is value zone at 58.10, right? So I'm looking at those 58s because when I start seeing those accumulations, I really like to pay attention. So over the after hours, we're going at 60. So 58 could be a good level to watch. You can see it here, the 58. I think we tested today, 58, 59, the 20 MA, and it just got bounced. The idea with Intel, if you so wanted to trade Intel, because I know someone was asking about Intel, that's what I keep it on my list. But 64 just as a trend trade, I'll say. But I want to see it like going 64, going 66. I don't see much unless we get some news and some catalyst in Intel. I don't see much excitement, a lot to be excited about Intel. AMAT, 10 million, not even make a big volume today, 114, a little bit over average, but we have like 30 million on the day that we report earnings. So this one, no call on this one. Let's move into something more exciting. So let's check. I wanna check the social media ones. So we already talked about Facebook. The trade was off the 50 MA, 200 MA. I'm sorry. Let's see Snap because I know they have the Investors Day. So this was one that I was following and trading this one for the whole week, and then today I didn't, and not really that good. because the thing is, like, we went down all the way into pretty much support at the 50 MA or the big green bar, igniting bar. So this is the move that I was trading, right? We have the move up, then we have the sideways move, and we were expecting the break. We tried to break yesterday, didn't work, and then today just gap it down and it exploded. So 72.95. So this goes as my as a momentum. Look at the volume that they did today. We did 76 million shares. So that's pretty impressive. We did close to 100 million on the earnings report a couple days ago, a few weeks ago. I think it was last week. So I think this is one that we should keep on our radar for tomorrow. So it looks really good. It looks good. So pins stay as a momentum trade over 70.50 over 73. Over 73, and we should be looking for targets into, well, the thing is that I don't know how this bar will affect, because what I would have done is like probably a fib from here to here, and it's going to take me probably to 76, 78. But now with the move today, I need to see how it was. It was nothing. It was just a gap down, the gap bought. Impressive move. Yep. Volume only came in while I was at lunch, so no way to trade this one. But yeah, that was support 56.83 right here, right at the same level that we did it on the earnings day. So that's pins. Twitter, I think it was mentioned today. Look at the pattern on Twitter. So I want to do that pattern if we go. So over 75, pretty simple, right? So that would be momentum trade over 75, has plenty of space to run once we go over 75, all-time high. So we can go 80, 95, 80, 95, 90. Okay, so actually this one looks pretty good if we go 75. So that's Twitter. For 10% will be 82. So let's do like 82, 85, and 90. It's pretty hard when we are all-time highs, right, to calculate the target. So I usually go for rounded 10%, 5%, which is pretty much what I want to make, right, to make sense for my trades. That's those type of moves that I want to capture. So we did pins, Twitter, Snap.
No, we didn't do pins.
Oh, we didn't do the pins?
No.
Oh, I did Snap, right?
Yeah, you did Snap.
Oh, and I wrote on my notes Snap, pins. Sorry, Snap. Here's pins. Pins are hard trade again. Look at that. So for pins, what I want to see is like, well, we have the level right here. For those of you that want to get your experience into how to trade supports, these are the type of supports you want to see, like 2 months. Value is at 72.70. Then you have the daily point of control right here at 70. You touch it first time, you just bounce back. So that's it. That's the entry. So what I want to see is like 90, of course, as a momentum trade. 90, just a continuation pattern, right? And this one is even better than the moving in Snap, actually, because this one was right at the open. So we tested support and we just exploded. So that's pretty good. That looks really good. So over 90, over 89, over 90. I'm just doing a Momo right here. Wow, what a move. My God, we were 70 today. Impressive moves. So what else do we want to do? Like, do we go into the Tesla thing? Let's do the Tesla thing. So for Tesla, we talk about the 2-month accumulation going into January, February, that we have the earnings at 428. So we were looking to see if this was going to hold. So apparently some bad news, and I know Bitcoin is coming down, so probably that has something to do. But the main thing that I like about Tesla is this level. We tested right here. Now, I want to show you something, guys, because in here you're going to see that the volume was made actually a little higher at the 640 something, right? But that's the displacement that happens because of the huge volume that we have today. That's the biggest volume we had in probably a month in Tesla. So you can only see this volume probably when they put it on the back on the SPY. And then we have this day, which I assume is like, I don't know, but it's all-time highs. And then today is like massive volume. So you have massive volume coming into support, and I'll show you where the support is because I think I shared this chart with you guys today. So look at where the volume was this morning. So it got displaced, meaning people were willing to pay today. So now after hours, there's some news that Kathy Wood, what's her name, from ARK Investments, which is the biggest
Yeah.
bull in Tesla. She said that she just opened like a big position today. So absolutely, now we can see why the volume just went up, and it doesn't look like much, but it was at 610 this morning, and now when we come into the volume, it's like 646. So basically, they were paying up like 36 points premium. So if you're long anywhere from below 630, 640, you're in the money already. So that's good. So what do I want to see with Tesla? I want to see a retest of the 50 MA, which is 755, target 2778. And then we continue with the same thesis for Tesla, right? I'm not playing fundamentals, I'm just playing technicals. I like the monthly chart, right? Which is the one that we've been trading. So we're like, we saw it like this is a pullback, we come back, this is a pullback, all-time highs, this is a pullback, and we're looking for 900. I think the target was like 1200, 1100, 1200. So all that happens today is like, unless something comes up afterwards, it went on sale. You know, it went from 900 to 600 in a couple weeks, so which is like 33%. So, you know, that's the main. Now, where do I want to trade? Well, this is pretty clear. I want to trade it at 600, or I want to trade it over 850. So what I'm doing right now is 800 to 8. I'm sorry, 800 to 850. Working with this level right here. So anything, if I know some of you guys love to trade it like as a momentum scalp. So yep, you got plenty of space. Just be aware of the 50 MA, which is 752, the 20 MA, which is the 820, and especially the big levels, which is 646 and 849. So that's 200 points to play with Tesla, guys. 640 to 840. And then over 840, we start getting ready for a potential break. Okay. So Tesla 640, 840. And then once we go back into the 840, we can go over 900 for the next one. Okay. So that's Tesla. I know there was some news about Workhorse, but so they lost the contract with UPS, I think it was. So needless to say, if you want to short it, I think it's a short. Stays as a second day play. That's all I can say about Workhorse. So second day play. So play it as a second day play. What else we have? We have the Neo. So for Neo, we tested support again. 45 was a key level for Neo for a couple months, actually, couple months. So we come back and we check, and it was like November, December. That was a level 45. So, do you have any calls on Neo? All right, like we don't have anything going for Neo, right?
No.
Besides 45, I have a here from, I think it was from last meeting, over 60, 70. So I think that one worked because we went 60 to 65. So I see 66 right here, 65. I think we tried. So what we were trading was like the move, and then we have the move up, sideways consolidation, the break. We didn't break. We failed at 2 Bollinger Bands, and now we just tested all the way here at the lows. So the problem with this is that the pattern, I don't really like it, right? Because if I want to be to technically trade this, what we're going to be doing is like we're going to be trading ranges, same as I show you with Tesla. All you're going to be doing is like trading range. So Neo is pretty much the same. Is a range, and pretty much we all can see the range, which is 45 to 55, right? And from there, trade the range if you want to do it, 45 to 55. Now, when does it get really like my juices flowing again? If we go over 65 and then we regain the strength that we have, but for now it's just a mess on a sideways pattern. sideways pattern, sideways pattern. XPEF, nothing going on right there. You know, like we're testing a base again. So for this one, it's like 37.46. I really don't need to get into that one. Consider that we can do exactly what we're going to be doing with XPEF. We can do it with Apple. We can do it with Tesla. We can do it with Amazon. We can do it with Facebook. So why bother with these things? We were talking with Kyle actually this afternoon that probably we're going to be able to trade the decent stuff now back to it, which is good news, because I know some of you guys complain that like XPEV is like 122%, but you know, you can trade your Apple today for a 40% or a 30% implied volatility. I'm talking about implied volatility. Make sure you DM me or Kyle if you don't get how implied volatility really affects the way you trade, or how you should somehow adjust to volatility, right? So let's do Apple. Yeah, finally, right, Chris? This is like every time, like all the ideas, and you're like, wow, but this is like 300% implied volatility. How should I trade that one? I don't want to be the guy paying 300% implied volatility. Because, okay, so let's get back into business. So we have I know there's another SPAC that came up today. I think it's CCIV, Churchill Capital. I think it's down to 35. So you know the drill. I'm trying to be honest, guys, I'm trying to move away from these high specs, 150, 200%. If the market is giving me, yeah, implied volatility. If the market is giving me the, you know, the setups on decent on some other things with not that big of volatility, I'd rather take it in there. So help me out with the names, because I'm going over the last thing, and I don't think we
How
have
about the payments? SQ, PayPal.
Yes, let's do the payments. So let's do the PayPal, and look at the pullback on this. Well, it can go 240. PayPal. What's up with PayPal? I think they have, the news is in SQ. So for PayPal, wow, 310 we hit. 250, so we down 50, we down 60, 50 points on third, like 15%. It's not as bad. I mean, like the it's not like a 33% drop in Tesla or what we saw in Apple, right? So I think this one stays as a watch, but to be honest, I want to see it over 290. So I want to see it like regaining this level right here, 285. So once we start getting into probably, let's start watching like 274. Reason being because I'm not sure if this is gonna hold. You see, it's not the biggest volume that I have on the chart. I do like the fact that we have the 253, but 250, 240, and I don't know what's the deal with Bitcoin now dropping. So for this one, let's watch at 280. Let's watch 280. Let's watch 310. So PayPal. So I'm not too excited about it. I know Square reported earnings and I think it's down, right? So this one held, and I like the pattern. I like the chart on this one better because we held near support, but I think this one just came out with some bad. Oh no, it's not that bad. It's not as bad. We're back into 242. So we're gonna be trading around 242. So for SQ, let's watch the 234 50-day MA with volume right there. I think SQ, that let's watch that 234, 235 level, and just call it a range. So the range is going to be whatever we did today, which makes sense. So over 260, right? Or 235, right? 235, we have a low of the day 232. Bear in mind, if you're going to be shorting this one versus 235, that you have accumulation here at 226, 230, and 220. So at any point, buyers may step in and just run it up. So you know exactly what you're trading. So this is what we're doing, right? So Square, let's go with the more traditional payments. I think Visa is finally going to do something, right? So for Visa, we have months and months and months of accumulation. Yes, I can see here. So that's like 212, 210, 200s. Finally, not great volume today, just normal volume. You like to trade Visa, Kyle?
Not especially.
No, right. This is more like for a swing if you wanna do it because yeah, I think I tried a couple times intraday and it's just hard. I mean, this is one of those that I call the slow trades. So definition of a slow trade, I have to have like support and I see it in the morning and I'm bored and I don't know what to do. So I'll probably buy it right here. I put a stop at the low that day and just let it go in case it's in play for that day. So that's the definition of a slow play, what I like. So Visa, no call on Visa. I mean, just watch it. It's getting awake, but I don't think it's like, yeah, we can go 220. So if we want to go 215 over 220, that's fine. MA, MasterCard. So again, sideways accumulation. This is gonna explode. This is gonna explode. This is a little bit more compelling because of the monthly chart. So 367, and they have the Bitcoin thing too going. Now everybody's on Bitcoin. So this could be interesting if we start breaking like 360. We can do some mumbo probably on this one. I haven't traded in a long time. So the good thing, low implied volatility 36. I'm not sure how the volume is, like, yeah, 19,000 calls today. So it's not big. So just keep it in mind if you want to do something boring. AXP. Now let's move into banks. How about banks? Are you going into banks? It's annoying. I bet it is, man. Yeah. So banks, Citibank. Over 70. I want to see how we react once we clear this 70 level right here on a monthly chart. So that's over the highs, right? So let's watch Citi over highs, 70. Goldman, I think, is gone, absolutely gone. And that's a hard trade too. Bank of America, I don't know who trades this one, but yeah, like boring too. I do have something on WFC based on, if you guys remember, I was buying this. So we have the call for 34 to 44. So we just there and we should be seeing 44 ideally soon. So this could be, if you're going to get into momentum, something like that, if we see it over 38, this could work. So Wells over 38 for 44. And that's, yeah, that's probably a good return too. So WFC over 38 for 44. That's 6 points. So that's close to 18% if we get that move. WFC. Let's do the ride sharing and food delivery business. So this is so hard. This is another one that is so hard to trade. So for this one, I want to see it at 60, or today volume is not as big like as telling as in the Qs, for instance. So I don't know if there's like big buyers right there. What I can see is that we tested accumulation right here at 56. So not loving it. Probably take it as a more as a momentum trade over 60, right? Not looking to accumulate, because if the market doesn't go, then this one's probably gonna stay drifted to the 50s, and we're in calls, so we're just losing money. So I'd rather let it, like, not buy it too early and just ride it whenever it starts moving. So that's sort of like the plan with Visa. Let it move, and we starts moving.
Was that 60 still your green line on Uber?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, the 60. I'll probably buy the 60 because I don't see a lot of. Let me see. Just 1 second. No, that's important. 64. Yeah, I gotta move. I gotta move it. The green line is 64, but I want to check it over 60. Probably to take. That's the thing, Kyle. From 60 to 64 is a 10% move. So if we start getting into 60, which is the prior pivot right here, right, we may get into some traction. So I can be able to finance my longer terms with the 60 buy. But yeah, the real entry is 64.05. I'm willing to take a shot at 60, but the green line, thank you for the pointing that out, is 64.10. Yep. Lift looking much better, right? But it has been on the overperforming this one for a while now. So we're holding, and it looks like 80 can be. Let me see the longer term. We have any type of formation. That's the weekly chart. So 60 to 66, and let me see the monthly. Yeah, that's where we are on a moving average right there. 60 to 10% move over 68 gets interesting. So here's the same, like 68.70. That's, but for now it's just momentum, guys. Lift momentum. I haven't traded 56% implied volatility. I'm not sure how the options are on this one, showing me 10,000 options traded today. So it's like not big, but you can slow trade it if, again, we have a massive volume explosion. So what we're doing, I think what we're trading right now is like pretty much the earnings announcement, right? You got Bob on earnings, sideways consolidation. We go over 59.82. We can probably take a scalp. Okay. So momentum for lift. We see it in the scanners. We have the volume. So those are the delivery. What was the delivery? The other one, DoorDash. Are we trading that one? That's a recent IPO, right? Yeah, this is a recent IPO. So not there yet. Place an alert at 200, another one at 220, and we see how we go. I want to see how this accumulation ends up being resolved. So that's like 196. So we can even put an alert right here in 196, but I want to see at 200 starting getting, you know, how we trade once we start going over 200. That's DoorDash. Still high IV, and the options, yeah, they don't trade that much. Just keep an eye on that one if you like IPOs or recent things. So Dash over 196, over 200 IPO. I just blanked. Do we want to do the house
The
sharing?
airliners.
Yeah, we'll go there. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, we go into that one too. Airbnb. I tried this one. I think we're still in the same range. So if you want to trade this one, it's 180 by 220. Okay, Airbnb. So it's a range. Let's move into airlines. Let's do sports betting, which is two names, DraftKings, and I think they have earnings this Friday, right? Yeah, this Friday they have earnings. So wow, look at this. They did exactly as Nvidia. Prior to earnings, tested daily point of control at 52 and went back up 8 points, which is like 15%, 13% intraday. Big move intraday. Back into the level. I wanted to see 65. So that's it's going to be the same call as in Nvidia. It all depends on where we go from here. Over 65, it's a long, of course, and I want to see. I don't want to see it below 50 to 50, basically. So if you're thinking on playing like running to earnings, make sure you got your strategy and you know exactly your filters on how you want to play it, because it can show you 60, 64, 60, 65, not a problem. And then we go into earnings. So DraftKings, running to earnings, 60, 65. Please make sure you know what you're doing. But the real play will be over 65. And I think we have a target like of 70, 80. What's the new target? Because that was the initial target, like 70. So we have a 127 at 72, $72. That's for the earnings. Probably gonna, if it's good, we're gonna be hitting that one. At anybody has the records on what we said for DraftKings when we started trading this thing in the 30s? I think it was 70 and 100. I don't remember. Okay, Penn National, which is the one that really moves. So this is like on a tear, absolutely, from 43 to 120. I like this consolidation. We can take this one if you like, if you guys liked it. 124. I haven't traded pen in a while because I tried it once and it was really hard. But on the other side is DraftKings, which is extremely hard to trade too. By the way, it's 125% implied volatility as of now because we got the earnings. So the move, expected move is like $6. So yeah, they see it at 66 by Friday. Okay, so that's pretty much what you're paying. So it has to be a surprise for you to make money on that one. So that's DraftKings and Penn. Gaming, casinos, yeah, casinos they've been. So what do you like in casinos? I've been watching LVS because he has a lot of sweeper activity. So that was pointed by someone in the main chat room. That's one of the advantages that we have because we have a lot of people following these things. So yes, impressive move. Look at the volume. It's been impressive. I don't know if we talked about this on the last meeting, but this is what I like now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 months behind 57. So we're in price discovery mode, right? Price discovery mode means pretty much whoever's loaded is making money. And he's up, what, 8 points? So he's up like 15%. So it's not that bad. They might, this is an open economy trade. So I like it. Let's keep an eye on LVS over 65 as a Momo trade, right? Over 65 momentum. Accumulation's gone. Could be 65, 70. What's the other one? Win that we like, also for exposure into Vegas and China and Macau. I like this a little better. Just the chart. It's just today looks horrible, but I think Win is better, guys. We talk about this one on. Thank you, Carly. 65. Yeah, so we should be 65, 72. We need another target on that one. 72. And now we're into earnings for DraftKings. We're talking about DraftKings. So Win accumulation 110, 115, clear accumulation. Now we're into trend trading. So I really like this one, guys. Thank you. At 138, 140 momentum. Play the Momo on this one. Targets could be into the 160. Okay. So Win open economy over 139 for 160. Yeah, I like it better than Las Vegas. Yeah, pretty nice move today. Wow, beautiful. Okay, another one, MGM. Although I usually trade, if I like a trading casinos, I usually go with Win. But look at MGM, beautiful. It's even better, guys. This one's at all-time highs. Accumulation, I like the monthly chart. How did we miss this one? This is beautiful. This is a great chart. It's probably the better chart. So that was news. Yeah, that was the news. Pull back up. So we can see 43. So that's another 10% on this one. So MGM, just keep it as a Momo. Cheap, I assume. It's 57, not as bad. So over 40 for 10%. And then we evaluate that one. MGM. So let's do airlines. So airlines. Where's my pilot here? There you go. American Airlines. So 13 finally moving 50% up from the 1435 that we call, I don't know when. So it just goes, guys. It just goes. So for this one, what we can be playing is the high from earnings report, which is 22. I hate calling things like after they have double, pretty much, because at 22 is like from 24, and I have 25 right here as a first target. So yes, it can give us 20%. Absolutely. 21, 22 to 25, 27. But be very careful when you trade the airlines, because it has to be in play, and you have to be at the right exact day, right? If not, You just trading these things in the middle. So American, I don't like it that much. I know Delta hit our target today. No, it didn't. I thought it did. Here's the play in Delta. We love the monthly chart. We call it, I think, 40 for 48 for 40. No, 40, 44 for 50. This is where we are. So over 52 can probably continue. But now we're understanding why they're having some trouble here. 48, 49 bucks. So it's not my type of trading right here to be trading against all of this resistance right here that we have. But we're going to go 63 or we're going to go 68. We're going to cross that 52. Now, is this the best entry that we can find? I don't think so. I think we're like way like 20% too late. But I'll do momentum trade on this one if we start holding over 52. Okay. So holding over 52 for Delta, that'll be another leg. Over 52 for 60 second leg, I'm gonna call it. Right. Let's see if there's another one that we can do. So we got the AAL, UAL. This one looks better because I don't have anything till 70. Yes, UAL. I like this. Look at the accumulation right here. Was that the one with the problem with the 777? Was it Delta or United? Huh. The 777. Okay. Oh, this one, United. Okay. So they're gonna have like the whole fleet, 777s grounded. You're gonna have to be buying maxes. So simple, guys. 52. That's the line right there. Let's do UAL. Yep, we should be focusing on this one. I like it. 52, 55, 60, and 70 for 55, 60, and 70. Doesn't look like much, but it is. 70. What else? What's the other one you like? The Louvre. Louvre is getting interesting too. If we break 60, I like it too. So it could be tomorrow, actually, guys. I mean, like if tomorrow we have the move, but I like what they've been doing. The problem is like 44 to 57 now. So we're like 14 points too late, which is like 30 something percent. JetBlue. I like the base. I like the fact that it was accumulated for 3 months. We have the pattern on the monthly chart over 22. Yes, pretty much the same. I think the one that might go easily as far as a day trade or something, I think it could be UAL because we go 52, we go 55, 60, so we can do like 10% easily. The other ones they have, I mean, we're gonna have to be really trading them intraday, and that's not the way I trade the airlines. I like the airlines, like I like my levels, and I just keep it and let them run, right? So Alaska over 70, so ALK over 70. The ETF, I know it's been mentioned to me. Save the strongest. No, I think the strongest is Louvre, the Southwest. Hasn't cleared 60. I don't remember what was probably. I don't remember what's the Delta. What's the strongest? Yeah, probably Louvre. Yeah. Okay, Jets. I don't trade it. That's the ETF because of volume in the options. But this is good. I mean, like I know Eduardo traded as a stock, and it's good too. So I keep it there. And then the maker, which I've been waiting for the 220 for the 240 target, like the first trade that I won. It's been here's the thing with this. We talk about Boeing and we talk about Disney the last hangout, and I quoted this guy Kramer from TV that he said that those are the like two of his favorite open economy trades, right? The thing with this is like there's always something going on with Boeing, right? But what I like is the consolidation, right? It's holding, the market is dropping, it is not moving, right? And I see 4 months of consolidation between 200 and 220. So all I want is like to try to get some momentum over 220. The thing with Boeing is that in the morning at the open, looks like it's going to go, and then it just traps you. So that happens like here, the 220.39 almost triggered. You know, I don't buy at 11 a breakout unless it's like massive volume, right? Volume was good, but I I got saved. I don't know why. Probably I wasn't in my desk, so I didn't buy it, right? That was yesterday. Oh, okay. Yeah, yesterday I wasn't buying. Okay. So today, so what we have is like we have a trigger 220.50. That's what I want to start looking at Boeing. And I do want to be in Boeing because I think it's 240. And I think they got an upgrade yesterday for 280 or something. You know, my target is 350 for this one. So that's what I'm thinking on going. But we have to clear this, all of this news and all of this thing. I hope that these guys are accumulating. You see accumulation of 166. That was a great one. We did it. So now it's more accumulation at 220. Let's see if we break. So 220, 240, and then we're into business. Okay. BA range. You can trade it 220 for 240 over 240. Make sure you have some for 280 and 300. Right? So that's Boeing. And then now that we're talking about that economy or whatever, open economy, this is the other one that we mentioned, right? The last time we talked. So it was Disney, and it's been just beautiful, beautiful trade. I don't intraday trade in this one either. So I just slow traded like today. I think I posted at the open. So that was a buy, and that's it. You just keep it till it takes you out or trail you out. Okay. So what am I looking to do in Disney? Just continue with the Momo if into that. If not, wait for the pullback, see how we react to 183, 194, and which is like the entry for today, actually 193, 194. I think we posted 191, 194. Should see 200, 220. So Disney, so watch as a Momo. Watch the 194, how we react, and watch the 200 and 210. Okay, Disney. Let's move out of here. What else we have, guys? Kyle, what do you have? Oh, Fastly. Those.
Sure. Or the cruises.
Oh, the cruises. Yeah. The cruises. CCL. Carnival, 3 months accumulation at the 22 level, finally moving. So we tested again today, 22, and we're trying to break 27. Higher than average volume over the last week. So this is positive. So I want to continue trading this one, and target should be 38, 30 and 38. Problem is that we are almost at target 1 for the first leg, right? So I don't know if we called it last time, but clearly was, here's the monthly chart. Here's the 2187. So this is like 3 months accumulation. So whenever we started moving over 22, that was the entry. We're up 30% from there. So at this point in time, it becomes a momentum trade for me. So CCL over 28 to 30, which doesn't look like much, but it's like 10% move. And then if we really catch a good move, I can see it at 40, which is my target too, right? So CCL over 28, trade momentum, 30, 33, and 40, okay? NWL is the other one. No, this is NHL. What is the ticker for Norwegian? NWHL. NCL, NCLH. Yeah, that one. Same pattern, 3 months accumulation, finally moving, 28, same trade, pretty much. We have earnings coming. We have earnings coming on 225. So that's like 2 days from now. Implied volatility at 67. So 83, I'm sorry. And CCL at 83 too. So implied move is like 175. So that puts us at 28 bucks, which is 28, 30 bucks. So what other cruise? Well, this
RCL.
is RCL, Royal Caribbean. I think this is the one that is moving. Yeah, this is the one that is going. 4 months accumulation out of the woods. Yep, absolutely better. And we are past earnings. We broke on the earnings day. Probably today was affected. I like this one, momentum. Absolutely. RCL. This is it. This is the one I want. Over 90.50. And we should hit the 100, 97, 100. So that's a 10% move that we're looking in this. Of course, if we get more, the better. Yeah, but I think 97, 100 should be a good target one. Okay. Now then after that, you can see guys, like this is what I use those all the charts, because sometimes if you go into the daily, then you're like, oh my God, it's gonna explode and it's just gonna the moon. But then you remember there's a lot of noise or a lot of action that was happened between 93. So basically we're going back to fairly priced before even the COVID, right? The 102. So it's gonna come up into talks about fundamentals and everything. If they raise money, all of the other stuff that we don't really care that much, but it's good to know. Here's another open economy that is just popping on my radar. It's LIF. So this is the concert venue, right? Yes, too far gone. 91 massive accumulation, 91.30. Not sure if they even have. No calls, not enough volume. They only have monthly, so yeah, forget it. I just saw it on my radar. So we're done with the cruises.
China, Baba.
China, Baidu. Let's do Baba first because you mentioned it. But the one I want is Baidu. So Baba, gosh, this is such a hard trade. I think we have the same. I keep the same levels: 272 for 290 and 320. I want to see it showing me momentum. Same thing. I mean, we can sit on this one if you buy in leaps or whatever. It's a different ball game, right? You can buy here and hold it for your leaps. Like time and wait till Jack Ma makes a speech and probably is gonna move. But for now, what I want is like for what we do, momentum trading, we need to see it over 270, 272. So it's exactly the same trade, I'd say, right? Not willing to sit on this one and nurse it for 3 months or 5 months till decides to do anything. So 272 for 290. And then once we go over that, we go for 320. Now Baidu, it's making me cry, right? So they have the news about the EV. And thank you, Michael. I'll go to that in a minute. So they have the news, but you can see the volume. I mean, like, look at Baba, look at the volume, no volume. Look at Baidu. It's just been making like above average volume, and then into the earnings, they came up with bad news and it just dropped. And then the following day was just a second day play that we called, right? That was Friday actually. And it was just brutal, 300 to 350. So I think it's out of the woods in here. That's the level, the 300, 284, 300. So once we start seeing that, I think it was like around here, like 284. We didn't even get it there, like on their earnings call. So I'm looking for Baidu. I want to see how we work with the 319, 320, which is the bigger level, and actually we're trading right there. I don't want to say it, but now that I'm seeing that level, I don't think it's too crazy to even try to take a long on this one over 325 to 325 for 355. So I'm just gonna call it like Momo watch for tomorrow over 325 for 355 target one. Target two is like 400, I'll say 387, right? And don't let you guys happen what happened to me, that I thought it was done running, and then after I closed it, it run another 20 points. So I'm still crying over Friday. But yeah, amazing moves that we've seen in this market. So make sure you have a plan. So yep, absolutely beautiful. pull back right at the level that we have for the same support level. This worked. My God, gave exactly the same trade as Friday. 24, 322. No, we didn't. We still halfway. So we still got 325. We go over 325 right here on the 60 and 355. I really like it, guys. I like Baidu. Yes, Baidu. JD, I think is still working on ARK investment. JD still working on. The problem with JD is those gaps, and look at the small. And I tried trading it, but it's really hard because of the moves. It's like if you see the chart. When I say like I like beautiful charts, yeah, we have the big down day. We have this one hammer. You can arguably call this a hammer, but then you have all these little things right here that I hate trading. Right, so it's pretty hard. That's the same what we see in Baba, like all of these little things. So Baidu, at least I'm seeing some continuation. Yeah, they're going slow, but at least they're moving. And then we have like 1 to 3 days and 1 2 days and 1 2 3 days with some sort of big move. So that's how I decide which one is the one that I want to trade, because we can only have in so many eyes. So Baidu, is that what makes you cry all the time? Yeah, man. I cry. JMIA earnings tomorrow. So what are we looking for, JMIA? I think we're wow, 40. It's finally cool enough. This one made me cry too. I never thought this was going to be like the perfect. This is like the perfect cup and handle. We caught part of this, but not to 70 for sure, not to even 60. So what I want to see is like some sort of momentum. If we have good earnings news, I want to talk. I'll say probably the 50 MA is going to be a good reference level. So call it 80, 51. So 51 for 66, JMIA. You know how I trade the ranges. So needless to say, that's a range 55 to 66. Ideally over 66, which you see new highs. I'm sorry, why am I reading 66? I was reading the 261 target. So I need to take this one off because we already went through that. I'm sorry. Let me just remove this one. So target could be 90. Let me see how's the volume. No, volume is okay. So I don't really care. I don't want to wait for 69. I'll do 66. I'll do 67, 67.30. Let's call it 67.30, 750. There you go. So 55, I'm looking for 50, 55. Why am I writing 55? My God, I'm saying one thing, doing another one. 50 by 67.50. That's what I want to watch in JMIA into earnings. Look at the 65 right here. That's what I'm getting at, right? 65, 67. So around that area we can go. And then to the bottom is 45, but once we start getting into 45, unless we have a gap strategy, then I play it as a gap. Okay. Earnings tomorrow, before the market open or after the market open? Before the market central open. Okay, nothing we can do. We just gotta wait for tomorrow, and then we play it as a gap. What else we have? Fastly, we haven't even talked about Fastly like in months. After he got destroyed from 136 to 62, lost half. Try to make a comeback. He's not making a comeback. Back at 70. I used to like this one. I don't like it anymore. I don't see anything. What are we missing, guys? Square we already
Zoom.
did. Zoom. Yes, Zoom. What do you see? What do we see? Just sideways, right? The problem with this one is
Range.
that it got caught from 600 to 350. So it's a range. And we can totally play the range, right? Like 450 short and 350 and 350 to 450. So I can totally see it like as a range, playing as a range. Yeah. Let's keep that range into mind, 350, 450 as the main levels that we want to take, wow, we tested the 200 MA today. I think pretty much everything did. Wow. So fast. It just happened so fast. Okay, Zoom Doku. Doku. I like the monthly chart. I still think it has room to go. So we hit daily point of control today. Like I don't want to sit on this one either. I don't know how it trades. But if we go 253, this is where I'm getting it. 253, and then I come to my chart and then I see if we can clear 255, 263, but the momentum trade will be over. Let me see how's the volume right here. There was no volume that day. So yeah, we can probably take it like 260, 260, no problem. Let's get a shot over 260. And again, this is just Momo, guys. So that means I need a day to have higher than average volume, good action, ideally market's going. Team, oh my God. Oh, BMO. What is BMO? Oh, before market open. eBay. You trade eBay? You liar. You don't trade that thing. 34% implied volatility. 34% implied volatility. I don't think. Probably you're gonna check the chart and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go do Tesla or Amazon. Yeah. eBay. Don't lie to me, Eric. You can still play it. Absolutely. Look at the volume right here. Like 63, 64, for 67. It's boring. Yeah, eBay. What else? Scalp. You're gonna scalp it, right? Yeah. You're gonna have to buy like 50 contracts. When it is in play. Yeah. The day that they reported earnings was in play. XOM. Oh, oils. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Let's see if we got some oil. So I think XOM, and I still have an alarm right there, like an oil alert. Yes, what's my alert? Like 57, 58. What do I want to do with oil? It's just oil is another one that I don't like to trade it intraday. I just like position myself. You want to trade it? It's just pure momentum. Let me see if Oxy is near level. Sort of. The 17 was the entry. 18, 20 was the entry. 22 was the entry. We are 28 now, so not loving it. Halliburton, oils. Can't help you much, guys, with oils. I know one of the guys was asking about USO. So yeah, 30. That was the accumulation, but like nowadays when it went negative, guys, we got like 5 minutes. Anybody's looking at something that what they already did their research and want to trade it tomorrow, so that we can check it all right now. Right now, Costco. No, 342. What happens to Costco? Oh, snow. Costco is interesting. 342 went down. I know Walmart was down. Like look at Costco. You can see 310. We need to break 340. Target one 335. 335. Yeah, could be a short watch on Costco. So people don't think that we don't know how to short, right? Snow. I like to short, but I like to short high. So that's the problem. That's an issue. Snow. What do we love about snow? I like snow over 320. Yep. 305, 325. I want to let this is another recent IPO. It's a young company. So they what's the other one? Snow Palantir. Yep. This is another one we've been watching. So we have we hit targets already. So let me take this off. Because now we're gonna have to do another one. This is just Now it's just at support. So let's look our pattern here. If we can break 30 to 40 PLTR, just to trade the range. If in play and if continues with momentum, and it's kind of expensive, so you got to know how to trade Palantir. Hey, good seeing you, man. Thanks for stopping by. It trades Palantir. It's a rough one. It's a rough one. You're trading 150 implied volatility, right? And they're gonna, if you chase or if you buy too late, it's gonna be hard. What else, guys? DVX. That's a nice reversal pattern right there. Oh, DVX over 25. I'm just watching the daily. I'm sorry, the monthly setup, monthly accumulation. So if we can see some sort of momentum over 25, I like the reversal today. I like the fact that we have like 3 days with above average volume. So if we can go over 25, it might be interesting, this one. DVX, not my favorite, but just the monthly. I'm gonna put a note right here. Month is in a monthly market profile zone. So Spotify, they came out with some news, and well, accumulation is 323.36. We're right there at the daily point of control at 322. So I don't like what it did yesterday. You know, that it explode on volume and it just trap a lot of people. So the good trade will be over 387. So I don't even want to put it right there unless we have. So no call on spot, and try to see if there's something else. RCL, RF, right, spot, Tesla, TXN, win. Twilio.
It's about it for time.
Right. Yeah. I think we're done, guys. It's just like we cover some material, the Twilio, but I think the easier trade, guys, going forward. I mean, like, I'm gonna be trading the Qs. I'm gonna be trading the market. That's what I meant to say. You know, be aware of the big levels. Like every now and then, we get a chance to test those levels. Remember what I like? The first time you touch them is really hard. You're just gonna blast off or break through or whatever. So those are good levels, like key levels. Always good to trade versus key levels. So thank you guys for the time. Place the alerts,
Mario.
and I'll see you tomorrow. Absolutely, Cal. It was a pleasure as usual. The fourth over 12.15, same call as last time. I think it was. And GM, last one. Range 49.59, over 59. I see 70. Okay, guys. Good night.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Sure.